Is BTMC out of touch? Well, that's what I have been hearing left, right, and center after the drama with the reaction to the Toromibana score, the 1300 PP score, where he reacted with BTMC 2. Here's a quick clip, but feel free to dismiss it or skip it if you already know what we're talking about.
PP is not what designates if a score is good or not, okay? I look at the score itself and see what about the score makes it impressive. Is it actually worth an upvote? Is this something that should be shared amongst the community? Is this worthy news? Because this is the second top post r/osu game score right now. This gotta be like a crazy score, right? So let's take a look. Is the score actually interesting? Do you find the score interesting?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
How the fuck? It's boring as shit. It's just 300 ppm streams. Everyone fucking does 300 ppm streams nowadays. This is boring. 320? Oh yeah, makes sense. I definitely can't play this, but I know there are other players who definitely has showcased this level of what gives me a reason to care about this specific player. I don't even know if this guy is legit or not. Why should I care about his specific performance, especially when other people that I know that I'm closer with can do this type of shit. Whereas this, I don't know. It's cool. Proud of them. Alright? But this means nothing to me.
Yeah, after the clip, I want to ask this question again, but we have to ask a different question. Is BTMC out of touch with the community? I'll say yes, but not in all the senses possible. The fact that you don't feel interested about a score, or the fact that you don't feel interested to some degree about scores recently in our Osu game or scores in general, doesn't mean you're completely out of touch with the community altogether. If you ask me, I think BTMC lost interest to the point, not completely, but to the point that if it's really not a game-breaking score, it will not mean that much for him. And that's completely understandable. That's completely reasonable. I want to say something here and also make an analogy with myself. I don't know if you know it, but I have been in Osu for over 10 years, so I'm pretty much aware of everything that has been happening in the past 10 years, right? And let me tell you what, when I was a rookie in this, I used to look at every single score in our Osu game, every single score that they send me, every single score that I see from a top player, and go like, wow, this is crazy. I'll be really excited for every single score that comes out from top players. But the truth is that as years went on, as I got closer myself to be a top player, as the game just got more boring and boring, as more years and years started to stack up, I just stopped caring. But not only caring about other people's scores, about top players, I also stopped caring about my own scores. So imagine, if I don't care about my own scores, then what's left for the other people's scores? So yeah, it's completely reasonable. BTMC has been here for a long time. It's understandable that he'll get tired of it eventually. But here's the problem about this, okay? Back in maybe 2019, 2020, I was like fed up with the game already, right? For those moments, I was really inactive. I was really not enjoying the game as much, right? So when someone sent me their scores, it's like, it really didn't mean anything to me. Sure, if it's a friend or something, yeah, I'll be excited for it. But there was no way imagine like a modern days 1k PP would be impressive to me at all. But you know where the problem actually relies? Is that even though it didn't mean anything to me, I didn't feel the need to let them know that. And that's only the big problem with BTMC. That's why everyone is like hating on him. He didn't need to make them know that. And yeah, I understand some of you will say, yes, but he's allowed to have an opinion, he's allowed to speak himself out. Like, I understand, but guys, what you don't understand is you are the face of Osu. You are literally the face of Osu, okay? There's a rising player that hopefully is legit, alright? But doesn't matter. The thing is, this is the player that is rising through the tops with a very unique skill set that reminds us of Turna. I mean, I say unique skill set, but it's just P, right? But I guess that's unique nowadays with the aim slot meta. But what I mean is, like, we haven't really seen anyone that close to Turna levels where they can get like a very low UR on things like Ascension to Heaven or 300 plus BPM long stream dead streams, right? So that should be exciting. That should be game breaking. That should be something that, you know, we'll expect BTMC to feel excited about. That's if you recollect what has happened in the past, right? But no, he kind of got shit on by him. I don't know if shit on is the right word, but that's at least how I would feel if I was Toromibana. But imagine just for a second, you're Toromibana. You're a rising player, you're putting hundreds of hours, thousands of hours into the game, putting high amounts of effort every session that you play. Par goes 200 BPM every single play that you do because you're doing legendary plays left and right. And then the face of Osu is gonna react to your play and says things like, this score means nothing to me. This play is just boring. I have friends that can't do this. It's just like, why do you have to say that? Even if that's really what you think, right? Even if that's really what you think, bro, why? What is the need to let them know that? What is the need? Like, it won't make the situation better for you. It won't make the situation better for the community. It won't make the situation better for Toremi Bana. So I just don't see the point. Honestly, being honest, I think that BTMC honestly is just a little bit tired of the game. The Farmathon has not been giving him any favors. I'm sure he will maybe come with an apology, or he will talk about it next stream or something. Those are my thoughts on it. And, you know, also we had to remember that Ed, like, this is the first time he receives this kind of hate in, like, I don't know, the past 8 years, 9 years. I don't know, man. Maybe we had to cut him some slack as well. So is BTMC out of touch with the community? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think he's just tired of the game altogether, and you know, he will just not pay attention to the details, to how hard a play is. Because okay, let's talk about something else. That play that he's reacting to is insane. Like that's actually crazy. Like when I was watching that, I was like, how the fuck can anyone do that? And then look at the UR and they have 80 UR. That's just like crazy to think about for me. But yeah, I guess BTMC was with like John Borler, BTMC2, and he was kind of like in this chill vibe, and he wasn't really like looking too deep into it. But you know, the problem also, but you know, I also talked to my friends that if the song name of that map was this one, then yeah, he will probably have been like, oh my god, he's the next legendary also player. We have to check that he's legit, guys. We have to check he's legit. But unfortunately, that's not the title of the song. And, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just also hating here for no reason. But I feel like that would have happened if the title of the song was that. And guys, remember something. Always remember something. BTMC Edward is a human just like me and you. And he can make mistakes. I haven't seen an apology from him. But I'm sure he will recognize something was wrong there. Hopefully, but please don't harass people, okay? People can make mistakes. If you're on the top for so long, at some point you had to fuck up. At some point you had to have a bad day. At some point you had to say some shit or hurt someone by accident because you weren't thinking about it. Because, you know, we are humans and we make mistakes. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you think, and sorry for yapping.